We made it to round 2 of the Hoedown Showdown. As I should have explained in the last video, my last 3 holes, the last video you watched, didn't actually count towards it because I didn't get these scores in time. But somehow, despite that, 4 over par, so I've got 1 over for each shot, or each hole I didn't play, and somehow got me through to this round. So, here we go again. In this video you will see my first 3 head-to-heads making up the first 9 holes of this 18-hole round. And then the video tomorrow will be the second lot of 9 holes, a bit like what I've been doing recently. So, let's not waste any more time and let's see who we're going to be playing today.
To fit these 9 holes into my usual 15-20 minute video, I decided to just focus on the shots, the footage, and record this commentary track afterwards. So here we go into game number 1 against Sipo Toka. I'm going to say the name is. This is the same as the first round, sorry, it's 18 holes this time though, hence me explaining it's been 2 videos. And I get off to a great start here, barely carrying to the fairway. And then I think it stops at the top of the hill there. But wait, oh, it's still moving and it's moving backwards. Not a huge deal, just add a couple more yards onto the shot. But yeah, I was a little bit annoyed at that at the time. My opponent here taking a much safer line and also hitting it a bit further. What with teeing off a fair few yards further ahead than me. So both safely in the fairway here. I spent a bit of time messing around with spin and all that on the shot. Decided to go at 80%, which is about 76 yards. Expecting a soft landing, which I did actually get. Didn't seem like it because there was no heartbeat, you know, the dum thing, which you usually get if you hit a shot within 10 feet, but for some reason I didn't get that this time, even though my opponent did, which was only a few feet closer than me. So it's looking good for us to get a birdie here, but there's still a bit of work to do, 7.5 feet, more or less. Well, less, it says 7.3 on the screen. Again, spent some time lining this up, and then just went for it. Not much break in it, so I just decided to hit it hard. Actually at the sweet spot, and lo and behold, played the first hole of this Hoedown Showdown. But of course, then my playing partner did the exact same thing, so we are both 1 under par through 1 hole. Cutting head to the second hole now. So I go full power on my driver here, despite the fact there's a very narrow gap. I was worrying watching this because it definitely drifted off to the left a bit. I thought it was just going to run over that hill into the rough, but thankfully for me it did not do that. So safely in the fairway for a change in this hole, that's definitely a rare occurrence. And then my opponent sticks it in the rough.
Advantage golfer, advantage golfer.
As you can see, I'm happy about that, although as you can also see, for some reason I managed to cut my opponent's second shot off, but they are about 5 feet from the hole, hence the white dot near the flag. Not sure how that happened, not sure how I missed that, but yeah, that was a good shot. We actually got the dum again for that, which meant now, despite the fact I'm in a better position, I'm now at a disadvantage. I've got to try and get this close to the flag and hole out for a birdie again. Otherwise I could be going a shot down here, as you can tell by my reactions. Not particularly happy with that. But I looked on the bright side and said to myself, as long as I can see it, see the birdie chance, I could probably take it. But as you probably guess, the odds were still against me, and yeah, this one doesn't quite get there. Although I think I had the right line. I think I was hit a bit hard, it's probably missing on the edge, potentially, but it might have caught it and dropped in. Anyway, safely in for a par, and of course, the birdie machine keeps on rolling for my opponent. So she now has the honour on this hole. There's a decent shot there. Bit of heading into wind on this hole. I can't really tell from what I'm watching, but it looks like we're hitting into wind here. Just sticks it just to the right of the bunkers. I of course teeing up and further back again. I actually hit the sweet spot this time, which always helps when you're hitting into wind. means that the spin you put on it can't take it further left or right. I'm about 50 yards behind her here. And much longer and harder approach shots to the green for me. This is not an easy green to hold, this one. But the wind should work as a cushion and work in my favour. Nice landing on the green there. And it actually runs up pretty close, so we've got to look at a birdie putt here to try and keep us in the match. Effectively. I somehow missed my opponent's approach shot again. I don't know what I was doing when I was editing this bit, but yeah. You saw where she ended up and she didn't quite hold that one. So I had this putt.
Oh, you bugger!
To stay in the game, and as you can tell by my reaction there, and as by what you saw as well, it didn't go in. So we lose that, but we are currently 1 under for our showdown attempt. Let's move to game number 2. And this time we're playing against Dangerous 77 or Dangerous 77. It really depends on how you mean for your name to come across, doesn't it, really? I set up for a dangerous line here, expecting the ball to carry over these bunkers. The backspin on, which, from what I can tell, actually gives it a bit more height, so it can carry further in the air. Also, it lands softer on landing, and as you can see, I pulled that one nicely, not even into the bunker.
Oh, we're probably not even making that because we're in the deep rough, not even the rough of the sand. We are in the deep rough.
Yeah, I decided to leave some of my reactions from the audio I did record for this. I left those in so you can have a good laugh at how I act in the moment. But yeah, not happy with where I was because all I could do from there was just pretty much hit it back into the fairway about 30 yards ahead of me. And then I came up with a game plan of how I was going to play this hole from here. That was phase 1. Successful, back in the fairway. Expected my opponent not to be able to reach the next bit of fairway, but of course he can. Wasn't happy with that either. I think I was going on about how I get this crap all the time. People who get lucky like that. This is phase 2 of my game plan for this hole now. Just to hit it up green side, and then the rest of the plan is to try and knock it close and tap it into the par. The hope was that my opponent couldn't reach the fairway where he has, and therefore would be doing the exact same thing as me. And maybe I can hold a putt where he couldn't, but no. He plays a good shot, and then plays another good shot. About 6 feet for his birdie. So I definitely have to get up and down now to try and stay in touch with him, assuming he was going to hold that putt. So I've gone for a full shot here, decided to hit it about 36 on the meter, 60%. And I got a good shot there, didn't I? So I've got my putt for a par, he's got his for a birdie. He had to be honest to go first, and of course hold the putt. So now pressure on me again to hold this to stay within touching distance of him. And yeah, hold another one of those 6-footers. Decided to put these 2 tee shots together just to mix things up a bit. Well, you can tell with my shot where his ball ended up. So, not my smartest idea, but it's not a good idea at the time. So I got this putt for my birdie, which by looks of it I'm going to have to hold because I've got to try and get a shot back somewhere. He's not going to take 3 putts from where he was.
That's where it told me to hit. Why is it not rolling out?
Annoyed at yet another putt, which might have dropped if I'd hit it a bit harder.
I get more and more exasperated in every one of these videos. It's just gold, isn't it?
And I forgot I left that in. Of course, I'm playing against some of the best opponents in the game now, so once again my opponent is 2 under through 2 holes and I'm scrambling around at level par. Onto this 3rd and final hole of this match. Barely carries to the fairway, but does, which told me that I could not do that, so I had to aim more to the right. And well, this just speaks for itself, doesn't it? Worst thing I could possibly do from there, stick it in the bunker or the rough, and that's exactly what I did. So once again, game plan, just get it back out into the fairway, this time hit it a bit further down, which I was successful in doing. Just. But this one wasn't really going to help me much, because I had to make up 2 shots to my opponent, who cut it fine with this shot, almost ran out of time on that timer. But left it just short of the green. He had 3-4 shots from there to win. All I could do was try and make my birdie, not a birdie, make my par, sorry, and hope that he did carry out those 4 shots. Once again, no heartbeats. Stick it pretty close though, so I had a chance of making my par from there. Just add chip shot into the green, beside the flop it. And I thought for a second he actually had hold that at the time. It wouldn't surprise me considering what he'd done to that point. So I had this putt just for pride. And that was definitely the pride gone, and I suppose the dignity as well. So that's 2 matches we've lost, and we are back to level par? No, we're not. I think we're still 1 under actually. So on the whole we weren't doing too bad. Just in terms of the matches we were just getting screwed over. This time we're up against Ned. Neddy Boy as I called him at the time. And playing around Oakmont this time. Nice little tee shot there for me to start off with. Stuck it in the middle of the fairway, but of course once again hit into the wind. Lost about 20-30 yards on that shot. Not useful when your opponent tees off 50 yards ahead of you again. Or however many yards it actually was. Now he does push his tee shot into the rough on the right, which gives me something of an advantage. Especially as he then tries to go for the green with his 3-wood, and that doesn't work in this game unfortunately. Not like real life. I've got my 3-wood out also. Let's try to stick it on some part of the green so I can 2-putt for my par. Fortunately once again I get my timing wrong, pull it to the left. But it doesn't work out too badly in the end, just in the rough, and I can do a chip and run shot or a pitch or something from there and hopefully get down for my par. Even though this is my opponent's 3rd shot, back in the fairway now. I need to stick it close for you to have any chance of not dropping a shot on me here. And unfortunately carries it over the back of the green. My pitch shot. I decided to go full in the end actually, but turns out that wasn't the best idea. Now one of those greens it's very hard to hold the ball on it, but at the same time I thought I was going uphill there, so I thought it would land softer and not run as far. I leave myself a putt as Ned hits up his 4th shot, was it? Yeah, 4th shot. This is my 4th shot now. Once again, didn't give it enough juice, and once again, probably on a good line. And apparently I took so long over that my very slow opponent decided to have a go at me about that. Not really sure why, he's the one wasting everyone's time. No more bogey putts, we are now about to level par for the showdown. But I do go 1 shot up on Ned there. It's the 2nd hole. This is one of those holes where you just got to stick it in the fairway. There's no point trying to... I'll try and go for the further fairway. Just try and stick it in this fairway here, as I have done, and then hope you hit a good wedge shot. I do so successfully, and then Ned decides he doesn't want to play his shot, so he gets a warning for that. And then again decides he doesn't want to play a shot. Maybe he's gone off somewhere at this point, maybe he's just decided to give up. In any case, he timed out twice, which means that he actually winds up forfeiting the match. So, a 1A match, just not the way I would have liked to have done. I still have to finish these holes off though because they count towards my score. So we'll just be watching me finish out these 2 holes now. Nice approach shot there, landing it perfectly on a downslope so the ball runs all the way to the back of the green. As so. So it's got a 62-foot putt. My birdie here, so tap that one in. Once again, I followed the guidance, and the ball just didn't seem to want to roll out. You can see it's trying to trickle towards the hole. Gets to about 11 feet away in the end, but not really what you want when you're trying to shoot as low as possible. You don't have a putt like this more often than not, do you? Everyone loves a tapping in this game. And yeah, that one definitely should be in. But that was a gimme there. So on to the final hole here. Nice long par 3. Great selection of holes for this showdown. The green you can't hold, 280 yard par 3 and well, downwind short hole, which doesn't really help things. I thought I hit a good tee shot here. Gets caught in the rough, that's going to slide down, but no, the ball keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. And we hit a nice 300 yard drive when we didn't want to, really. So I had to try and get up and down, save my par here, and keep my score alive. So what I thought was a good pitch shot, but then the ball just kept on rolling. So that left myself just less than 7 feet. So I just hit this one hard at the hole. And thankfully it does drop in. We saved a bit of face there at the end, but not the best start we could have hoped for to the second round of this Hoedown Showdown.
Oh, that's the first 9 of these Hoedown Showdown elimination holes done. Hopefully I'll wake up tomorrow morning and do the final 9 holes. I'll be more alert, more focused, and hold some putts. See you in the next one.